Welcome to Wheat Street Towers. Also, welcome to Atlanta, where we're home based. Our company specializes in multifamily housing throughout 7 states within the eastern United States and also Midwest. We focus primarily on the development of affordable mixed income housing, independent senior living facilities, off-campus student housing, and also workforce or transit-oriented developments within urban and suburban areas. The significance of Wheat Street Towers is that it is a very unique landmark project here in the historic district of Auburn Avenue, the home of Martin Luther King. And we've been very fortunate to work with the Wheat Street Charitable Foundation, who, under the leadership of Reverend Dr. Waters back in the late 60s, was able to work with HUD to provide a much needed housing for the workforce, lower income to moderate income residents in this area.
Wheat Street has long been a leader in terms of serving the city of Atlanta, the Black community, historic Sweet Auburn area. And I think the church was founded in 1937. Well, prior to that, the church was rebuilt in 1937. But from 1937 to the present, the church has played a role in desegregating the Atlanta police force, desegregating the Atlanta busing system, serving the community generally, serving the church, its membership. And I think one of the things I'm most proud of about the church and the foundation, that the church has always sought to provide practical opportunities, services to the church congregation, as well as the broader Auburn Avenue area, as well as the city of Atlanta. The Wheat Street Towers is one of the critical pieces of our campus that we're really proud of. It allows seniors to age in place, to age in their community. I mentioned it was originally opened in 1972. At the time I was 9 years old. I didn't really understand the significance of it at that time. There's a picture of me standing with my grandfather, who was the pastor of Wheat Street for 55 years at the opening. I had this huge afro, and it was just, it was fun times. I thought everybody, had a senior facility in their community with their church. It was just what you did. As I got older, and particularly as we started the efforts to redevelop this property, you really begin to get an appreciation for what it takes to bring a facility like this to life, what it takes to renovate it and make it brand new again, to provide the type of housing and a community and services that our seniors want and that they deserve.
Here we are, almost 40 years later. We're preserving, this landmark building through the collaboration of, again, HUD, the Invest Atlanta, and also the early collaboration and commitment of National Development Council on the tax credit equity and Prudential on the debt financing for this project. But one of the biggest challenges when you're dealing with a major renovation on a building such as Wheat Street Towers, as it relates to preservation, we had to deal with 2 major constraints. One, making sure that we actually stayed within the architectural vernacular that was acceptable, within this historic district. And so we worked very closely with the city to make sure that we're able to make the right changes from an aesthetic standpoint, both external and internal, and to arrive at a product that we have today, which I believe is a beautiful product, and the end users as our residents enjoy it. Some of them compare their living environment to a hotel.
The biggest challenge on this particular project was relocation. In part of our program working with the Georgia Department of Community Affairs, we have to make sure if we relocate tenants, it has to be within a close radius of this particular site. So we were able to move a portion of the tenants out, keep some of the tenants here at the property, and we began a two-phased approach to the project. So we kept all of the main utilities for residents to be able to utilize them while we worked on the first phase, which was one wing of the building, completed that first phase, moved the tenants over to the newly renovated units, and began on the second phase. So that took a lot of coordination between our development team to work through that program.
You know, pulling together the right team to make everything work. And I'm not just talking about the internal team, I'm talking about the partners, the lenders, the investors, architect, engineer, GC, etc. And I truly believe that, you know, if you pull together the right team, that you can make anything happen. And it's never about one person, it is always about a team effort.
Oh yes, TVG Social Expressions is a program that we actually initiated back in 2013. It was a way for us to continue to invest into our residents. You know, most people look at just the typical activities on a monthly basis, whether bagels on the go or just, you know, just a wine tasting in the evening. We wanted to take it a little bit further and invest more within our residents. So we decided to focus primarily on the seniors and the youth on our properties. We have a mixed portfolio of seniors and multifamily properties. So as it relates to the seniors, we decided that the primary focus would be to provide them more health, nutrition, fitness, technology, and civic engagement awareness. And so that is coordinated on a monthly basis on all of our properties with the seniors. That keeps them very active.
For the Benoit Group, what is so great to us is that we're able to give back to the community.
The legacy of Wheat Street Baptist Church and the Wheat Street Charitable Foundation will continue to be one of service. I think the partnership with Eddie Benoit and his team has served us well, has served this community well.
It's been, you know, a privilege, you know, for us to work on this project with the Wheat Street Charitable, you know, Foundation. You know, I can't think of many places, you know, in this world to actually have an opportunity to participate in the redevelopment of, you know, a historic district, the M.L. King Historic District, and on Sweet Auburn, which, you know, again, in the early, you know, 20th century was one of the richest 1.5 mile stretch of African-American owned businesses. And to see this renaissance taking place today and to be part of it with this first project that is over a $28 million investment is just something that makes us very proud.